Well, the New York Knicks still looking for that first championship since 1973. Do you think they have the horses to beat Chicago in Chicago, or more importantly, in a 7-game series?
No, I don't think they can. I think Kukoc and Rodman will come back. They might not even be full strength for the first round of the playoffs, which will be against Cleveland for the Bulls. I don't think they can beat them. I think as long as Jordan and Pippen are together, they are basically an unbeatable force. When you look at it, the year Jordan wasn't there, Pippen could have won a championship that year without him. I mean, the Knicks got a big call. Otherwise, they don't win that series, and maybe they win it all against the Pacers and the Rockets. So when you put Jordan and Pippen together, I still believe the two of them. Jordan's the greatest player of all time, and I think with his two guy, the Pippen right there, I think they are an unbeatable combination, especially when you put a healthy Kukoc and Rodman with them and the other peripheral players. I think they're an unbeatable team. I really do. I think barring an injury to Jordan or Pippen, I think they win a championship again.
What are your predictions for the upcoming season for the Mets and Yankees?
I think the Mets are in a tough division. I think the Mets are going to struggle. I think they're going to, probably be around 75, 78 wins. I don't think they're a great club. The Mets don't have any one thing that can characterize their team. They don't have the great pitching. They don't have the great offense. They don't play great defense. There's not that one element of their game. The Yankees will obviously have a lot of depth, but I think it's very difficult to win it a second time around like they did last year. I'm not so sure about pitchers 3, 4, 5, and Wells, Gooden, and Wells, Gooden, and Kenny Rogers. Plus, sometimes having 2 first basemen, 2 second basemen, 2 third basemen, Fielder and Tino, Hayes and Boggs, Duncan and Pat Kelly, 4 or 5 outfielders. Sometimes too much depth doesn't work second time around. Yankees will be very good. I don't know if the Yankees will be special like they were last year.
What are your predictions and feelings on the upcoming season for the Mets and Yankees?
The Mets are going to be direct. From what I'm talking about, the Mets are not going to be very good. The Mets, Armando Reynoso, Mark Clark, Dave Malecki, the phlegm, the mucus is coming up, plus Atlanta and the Florida Marlins are in the same division. The Yankees will be in the hunt with Baltimore, and Toronto has improved. You have to like Toronto's starting staff, but they have Clemens and Hansen and Guzman and Henkin. A nice bullpen. The American League Eastern Division is going to be a lot more interesting than anything the Mets are going to be doing. And the Mets ought to score some runs, but they have no arms, and it's a shame with the young kids, with the Isringhausen and the Pulsifer and the Wilson, and the others you don't know from whether or not they're even going to be able to suit up, because every other person on that team at the moment is hurt.
What's your feelings on the Jets and Giants coaching changes in the upcoming 97 season?
Well, I'm very close to the Jet coach, as you guys probably know, so he's one of my best friends, and he's a great coach. He's a Hall of Fame coach. He will build a championship team, I believe. You might need a break or two to win a championship, but he will build a championship-level team before he's done with the Jets. I'm not sure about Fassel. I've known Jim Fassel for a long time. He's a good offensive coach. I don't know how good the talent is on the Giants. I don't think it's that good. I think both teams probably be struggling to get to 500 this year, but the Jets are in great hands for the future. I'm not sure which way we're going with Dave Brown, and I'm not sure which way we're going with Fassel, but the Jets are clearly in tremendous hands. He's a Hall of Fame coach.
Are there any specific sports personalities or players that you would enjoy having on the show?
I'd love to get a chance to talk to Michael Jordan. Haven't obviously had a chance to talk to him. I would like, Joe DiMaggio. Love the opportunity to sort of reminisce about baseball with him. There are those 7 or 8 prime guys that, are untouchables. Ted Williams, like an opportunity to talk with him. You're just not going to get that opportunity. But I get my fair share. There's always that 4 or 5 that you like to get, though you're not going to get. Jordan, DiMaggio, 2 being which you're just not getting Michael Jordan on. That's all there is to it.
In turning your attention to the professional sports aspect of things, how do you feel about the Coach John Calipari fine, the $25,000 one from the NBA?
Well, I was surprised that the fine was so steep. I understand the commissioner is sending a message. You have to watch what you say. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a broadcaster. I don't care if you're a player. I don't care if you're a coach. You have to be very, very cognizant of what you're saying. Make sure what you're saying makes sense. I don't think John is in any way racist. I just think he made a mistake and said something he wishes he didn't say. Maybe he said it in jest. It wasn't taken that way. You have to be cognizant of, especially in the area of race, you have to be very cognizant of what you say and very responsible in your approach, especially that subject.
Do the New York Rangers have enough firepower and toughness?
Rangers in 7. And don't ever forget that.
You heard it here first.
And last, probably.
Do you think they have enough firepower and toughness to get past the first 2 rounds of the playoffs?
No. At this point in time, show me the money. Show me the ability. Show me the skill. Show me the heart. Show me the fire. Show me also, when this interview is over, a nice corned beef sandwich. I'm hungry.
It's on me. Can the New York...
That'd be a nice cut right there. It's on me. You cut, and then we have lunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Summers, better known as the Schmooze, here on WFAN. This has been Damon Amendolara reporting for Metro Sports North.